Hey guys, welcome to another session of FFBE Global, and today we're going to take on Lakshmi 3-star. Now the only reason why Lakshmi is that it's easy to set up a one-turn KO. So recently we got 7 stars, and in the first 7-star batch, I mean, we got people like Wilhelm, Olive, and Dark Knight Cecil, of course. And as usual, Dark Knight Cecil gets the shaft, and no one really knows his true potential. But if you guys even looked into Dark Knight Cecil's kit, you know that he is basically his whole kit surrounds his own TMR, Deathbringer, which is focused on Dark Elemental with Man-Eater. So as you can see, even right off the bat, his TMR, what's his specialty going to be? Definitely Dark Elemental with the Man-Eater in his kit. Now, as he upgrades himself in 7-star all the way to level 120, he gets tons of attack passives. I think a total of 160% more attack passives, and also additional Man-Eater in his kit. And his finisher skill, which is a cooldown skill available on turn 1, has an additional, I think, 100% Man-Eater or 50%. Either way, it's really crazy. So basically, I have stacked tons of Man-Eater, and I also have Delita's STMR on him. Now, Delita's STMR, to explain, it gives you 80 attack passive without locked to an equipment, which is really good. Now, the only downside is, as you can see, it says damage cast every turn. So what does that even look like? So every single turn, before you even start your turn, so if it's your turn, before you can even do anything, the unit with this STMR equipped to himself or herself will take 2000 HP right off the bat. It's a flat HP, thankfully, but it still does a lot. And for those of you who know, usually if you run Dark Knight Cecil, his Soul Eater also damages himself. This is the reason why a lot of people don't run him and really kind of, underestimate his power. But what I want to showcase is a one-shot of Lakshmi 3-star with Dark Knight Cecil. I'm going to show you the rest of my team here. I'm going to go with Sephiroth as my chainers, rather, 2 of them, with Dark Elemental equipped. As you can see, I have no gear on them, so they're just running with Dark Elemental weapons. I even had to give him Breath of Rose because I didn't have another Dark Elemental weapon with equipped short sword. And Zargaboth is gonna berserk on our kill shot with CG Nicole to buff 130% on the first turn, and Dark Fina 7-star level 110 plus is important for this kill shot because she gets a cooldown skill with a Dark Imperil of 120%, which is really massive. Now there is a lot of potential to this. Like, you can pretty much do this on I think anyone who doesn't have a preemptive attack that doesn't like kill one of your units, as long as all 6 of these units are alive, you can pretty much do this one-shot kill. Obviously, I do have Diablos on Dark Knight Cecil, and if I remember correctly, the calculation is he's at 275% Man-Eater, but then when he uses his cooldown skill that buffs his Man-Eater, he'll be capped for sure. So we're gonna do this right now. So this is Lakshmi 3-star. Right, so Badzilla on stream says, there's a Dark Elemental Katana, you can make it. So I was told this yesterday as well, and the reason why I didn't make it is just because I wanted to show basically the weakest weapons I have, or whatever I have. But yes, you could totally make that Dark Katana, and it works on Sephiroth, of course. Alright, so the first turn here, we're going to go with Dark Fina, and we're going to go with Lost Paradise. So as you can see here, this is reduce Dark Resistance for all enemies. And it's 120% Dark Resistance Imperil. We're going to go with a Courageous Stance, so buffs up attack and magic by 130% for everyone. But then lowers your defense and spirit, which doesn't matter. And Zargaboth is going to use a Berserk Crest on Dark Knight Cecil on the kill shot. And we're going to go with Heaven's Web here for an easy chain, because I've been practicing with Heaven's Web for the timing, so hopefully we can get this. So with all this explanation, there is a possibility that I could fail the press here, but basically we're going to chain with Sephiroth and then finish off the chain with Zargaboth and Dark Knight Cecil here. So here we go. It's a 225 million. So yesterday on Twitter, I was posting a video. Obviously, there's a damage variance in between this, and I think I got 200, at least a 250 million, something like that. So as you can see, it's a lot of potential on humans. Lakshmi has a lot of HP. I mean, she wasn't a hard Esper anyway, but potentially when we get monsters or espers like Odin 3-star, which even people in JP knew that on his release he was one of the toughest ones to beat. The reason is because you, as you bring down his HP, you had to pretty much grind him down really quickly, otherwise he gets stronger as time goes on. He's one of the most difficult 3-star espers, and I did the calculation yesterday. With the same team, like I said, you should be able to one-shot him as well, like Lakshmi, like this. So if anyone has a difficulty in Odin 3-star in the future, basically all you need is 2 Dark Elemental Chainers. Even doesn't have to be geared, but dual wield preferably, so you get a longer chain animation. And then Dark Knight Cecil to cap that chain. Odin has 120 million HP, and even though he has higher defense than Lakshmi, you should still be able to kill him in one shot there. So anyways, I wanted to do that as a showcase for people who, again, is like, oh, you know, Dark Knight Cecil is not a viable finisher. I would agree, in a long-term battle, he's not the best. He would still do significant damage even without Dark Vina, someone that imperils buffs, imperils the Dark Element on the side. He can do it with Soul Eater, and again, because if you have him enhanced with Shikoku +2, he would heal himself max every single turn, so you can check it out. Just want to show you guys here. So a lot of people don't do Dark Knight Cecil on purpose because, you know, they heard how bad he is, so they never really looked into him. But he does need to be enhanced. So Shikoku, if you enhance it to +2, every single turn he heals himself 9,999 HP, which, like I said, he can hurt himself with most of his skills. With Delita's STMR, it doesn't even matter, because at the turn end, if he doesn't die, he'll heal himself back up anyways, 100%. And then Soul Eater, this is his original finisher move. It's a 7.5 times physical attack modifier, and it imperils Dark Resistance by 100%. So if I didn't even run Fina, I would need 2 turns to do it, but he could still do his own Dark Imperil. So yeah, anyways, let me see what people are saying here on stream, and then I can end the video. Logan Ninja says, so casual for that overkill. Yeah, Load Infinity says, what the? And it's like impressive. Alright, so Turkey Juror says he checked my Twitter video. He says the DKC did 274 million damage. Yeah, he is pretty crazy. Like I said, I will have to test it out on Odin. So when Odin does come out, I mean, obviously I will plan to do my all missions guide. I will try to take him on legitimately. But because Dark Knight Cecil is in the first batch of 7 stars, and everybody is like, you know, showing off their 7-star olive, I don't have olive sadly, and so Dark Knight Cecil is the best I can do. So basically find any single human type of monster with a ton of HP, and you just kill them with Dark Knight Cecil. Anyways, we're gonna end that off here. If you guys have Discord, check out the Discord server, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe to YouTube if you haven't. As always, thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys on stream for watching this as well, and I'll see you guys next time.